Hey, Carl Munson here of Good Morning Portugal, and more recently, come to Curia, come to Curia.com and come to Curia Portugal Facebook page. And that's because we have just moved here and we're enjoying the place a great deal, including this beer test, which I'm about to do, or tasting and test. Let me just show you the beer. It is the Author Brewery, translated, Cerveja de Autor. Forgive my Portuguese pronunciations. I'll go at that again. Cerveja de Autor, which is here. Trigo refers to it as being a white beer, I think, Weiss beer, but we're gonna try that live here in this tasting, and you'll see that this is part of the Edición Postais Ilustrado. I think that means the illustrated postcard edition of these beers from the Author Brewery, the Autor Brewery. This one, like I say, a white beer. And look at this beautiful artwork on here. There are a few in this series. There is a Coimbra one, which is a little way south from us. Aveiro is a little way north from us. And you can see the picture postcard graphics here. I just wanted to get on, and film a tasting to give you an idea of what this beer is like. But this story has kind of unfolded as I've done the research. Very strangely, you can see here there is a young lady here on the cover here, and the inscription underneath it says "Mama mas não abuses." And one of the translations I looked up said "suck but don't abuse," which I suppose I don't even really want to go there. Suffice to say that that's quite useful drinking advice as well, isn't it? So enjoy your drink responsibly. Suck but don't abuse. I don't know what it really means, and in the context of picture postcards. But anyway, let's stick to the beer and not so much the sexual politics. I'm happy to go there, but probably not right now. Okay, so it's a craft beer, and you might have seen, if you're a fan of my coverage of Curia. These are the beers that were hung on a tree when I first arrived here. Christina at the wonderful local shop here, where I bought this, and she's recommended I serve it cold, which I've done. It's been in the fridge for a while since I bought it, but she's decorated the tree outside her shop with this beer. So without further ado, let me just crack the lid on that. I'll do that near the microphone. That's a very nice sound, isn't it? And it's frothing a little already and going all over my wife's computer. Oh dear. And so let me just pour a little bit. Maybe it's not cold enough. Maybe that's the thing. Let me just tip that out so that you can see what's going on, and I'll wipe up the beer a little bit later on. This video could turn out not quite as I intended. But let me just say you can see the color whilst you're still seeing the bottle there. So let me put the bottle down. So this edition, this particular one, has the Aveiro label. Let me just show you that once more. Aveiro, wonderful academic and trendy town where I work for Aunet, whose office is in Aveiro. And it's a lovely happy accident that we're in that region. And this is the beer named after that. Aveiro is a region, but it's also a city with a beautiful beach nearby. And you'll also see that depicted. There's the lighthouse and the stripy buildings of Costa Nova, which are the two notable beaches near Aveiro, and that's what the label is celebrating there. Look at the colour of that. Is that a white beer? Trigo, a wheat beer, I guess. Yes, it's a wheat beer, isn't it? So, and I'm thinking, Aveiro, what do I associate with Aveiro? I think of water and wind. So that doesn't really commend the beer to you, does it? That, you wouldn't want to call a beer watery and gives you wind. But that is the truth about Aveiro. It's built on canals. It's the Venice of Portugal. And it's very windy. So let's hope there's more to say about the beer than there is about my description there of the city. So let's have a tasting. Just had a fry up. I should have had this first and then the fry up. But let's hope that hasn't tainted my palate too much. And that is lovely and refreshing. And yeah, it's so difficult, isn't it, coming up with adjectives to describe beers, and in this whole craft beer thing. But Curia is a great place to experience craft beer. You can buy them at Christina's shop. You can also go to a wonderful cafe bar called Camelo's, and he stocks a fantastic range of craft beers in there. I don't know if he does this one. I just saw this one and wanted to share it with you as much as is possible via video. So refreshing and wheaty. And not too kind of, it doesn't taste too alcoholic. I think it's a 5.1. Yeah, 5.1 on the bottle. You get 33 centiliters there. I think for a couple of euros, it'll be very good value. Now let me see. I've got my receipt in my pocket here. This would have cost me Cerveja Artisano 2.79 for that one. Yeah, so 2.79 for this beer. Not too sort of treacly and alcoholy on the tongue, in the throat, or in the hooter. So pretty drinkable. Yeah. I mean, you'd want to savor and celebrate with this. You know, it's not like having a fino, which is just a glass of beer from the tap of Sagres or Superblock. This is a little bit different and a little bit of a speciality, and something to savor. I think you could probably have it as an aperitif, you know, a taste bud exciter before a heavy meaty meal. Or if you chill it a bit more, I guess, you know, it's a nice one to have. If you can keep it cool at your picnic, it'd be a nice beer in the afternoon with some, you know, cold meat and cheese at a picnic. And Portugal is such a fantastic place. Curia is no exception to that. It's a great place to have picnics. We've got beautiful termas gardens to have a picnic. We've got the actual Parque de Merendas near the railway station. And then if you take another stop along the track, you get to Mogafores, and they've got another picnic area there, but great place to have picnics in Portugal generally, but we're lucky locally as well. So I can certainly commend this to the house. It's a nice beer. It's a wheat beer if you like that sort of thing, or you want to try it. And you get a lovely sense of Portuguese humour and geography from this series as well, the picture postcards of Portugal and this edition of beers. I can't remember off the top of my head where the other one's from, but Aveiro, Coimbra, and at least one other place, which gives us more options to be trying booze for you on your behalf here on Come to Curia with me, Carl Munson. If please encourage me. I don't need much encouragement, but please encourage me with subscription and liking of the video, and even a few directions, if you like, about what you'd like me to taste on your behalf here in Portugal, or better still, get yourself over to cometocuria.com, Curia, and come and have a holiday here. And get in touch with me. Give us a shout if you want some help organising a tour in this part of Portugal, which is renowned for its Barredo wines, the Douro wines in the next region to us, our neighbours. But you could easily have a few days here savouring the beautiful countryside, the vineyards, and the Barredo wines here. Barreida, beg your pardon, Barreida wines. So give us a shout if you fancy popping over and you want a bit of help looking around. And you want a boozing buddy to help you try all these wines and beers as I'm doing right now. Take care, and thanks for tuning in. Bye for now.